Welcome back, welcome back. So for the next few videos, I'm going to be speaking about validation rules, but before we get into that, let's quickly go over some theory. We have two ways to ensure that data is usable. It must be accurate, so it must be correct, and it must be complete, so we cannot have random gaps in data. The two ways we typically do this are validation and verification. So when you validate, I think I have the definitions here actually. So verification, you check against the original to ensure that it is correct. Websites asking for double entry of passwords or username is the typical example. So whenever you create a website, create an account on a website, it asks you to enter your username or email address twice, and it also asks you to enter your password twice, just to make sure that you enter the correct thing. Now for validation, we must get what we ask for. Age is required. We should not put letters. Name should be letters and not be 1,000 characters long. So when you validate something, you check if it is the correct thing. So if I say to you, send me a video on WhatsApp of your surroundings, right? You wouldn't send me a picture because that's a JPEG file. I need a video, MP4, AVI, MKV. It doesn't really matter what the file format is, but whatever I ask for is what I should get. If I ask you for your age, typically most websites, most systems want the age 55 as 55 and not spelt out 55. So that's what validation is, when you validate something. So here I'm going to quickly go over the types of validation that there are going to be. We're not going to be doing any verification in this one, only validation, all right? So first we have a presence check, length check, value lookup, range check, table lookup, and format check. So presence check, check if the user has entered a value. If the user does not enter a value, they cannot continue. Normally done on websites with an asterisk. So wherever you see an asterisk on websites, it normally says you have to enter something in this section here. Next, we have length check. Ensures the user has typed in the amount of stuff needed. So UK mobile numbers are either 11, 12, or 13 digits. So this is a normal way that people type it into their phones. This is with the 44 in front of it, so the area code, and this is a full area code plus 44. If you're outside of the UK trying to call a phone number in the UK, this is a method that you would use. Please do not harass this person. I simply made this number up, so please don't harass whoever this is. Next, we have a value lookup. You, the database designer, allows the user to choose from options. You decide on the options when creating this method. So value lookup, I will select, okay, male, female, other. Those are the options I'm going to give you, and I type those options in. Next, we have table lookup. This one is slightly different. Get values from this cell from another table. Another column in another table has the information that you want. You set up the cell so that you can select from the options already there. So let's say I had a table with, I don't know, cars. And in one table, I've got the car makes, or Honda, Hyundai, Toyota, BMW, so on and so forth. And I want people to choose from those options rather than me simply typing in every single value or every single make of car there is. I could simply go to that table, go to that column, and select from that column just the make of the cars. And then it would populate that other table with those options, and that's it. I'll try to show you guys this later on as well in a separate video. Range check. Check if the values entered are within the range expected. For example, salaries range from roughly 30 to 100,000 pounds. Dates for meetings range from the 1st of the 1st, 2022 to the 21st of the 1st, 2022. I won't be doing this one because this one is most likely not going to come up. I'll only do the value one, so the actual numbers. Value must be within the range set. I think range is quite obvious. We have a starting point, we have an end point, and everything within those two numbers is called a range. So only people between the ages of, I don't know, I think 10 and 18 need a London Oyster card, for example. So the range of the age would be any values between those two ages. Next, we have format check. I ask for a number, give me a number. I ask for a letter, give me letters. UK postcode can be SE135FH. So letter, number, letter. So again, I'm checking the format of the thing I've asked for. I'll show this as well.